Most people never see the steel holding the world together, but somebody cuts it, fits it, welds it, and makes it real. Hi, I'm Greg Sheldon, and this is Metal Fabrication Nation. Real talk for welders, fabricators, shop owners, and the next generation of tradespeople. AI won't replace us. The trades aren't a backup plan. They are the backbone. Welcome back to Metal Fabrication Nation. This is Greg Sheldon. Let's talk about China and how you can protect your shop right now, whether you're in the US or Canada. Even without what I'm about to tell you, there is already massive pressure on local fab shops. Global competition is brutal. It is expensive. Everything is going up in price, and the rate you can charge doesn't seem to be automatically going up. It is exhausting. And I've spent over 25 years in this industry. And as you know, I have a soft spot in my heart to all the men and women that own businesses, that work in the businesses, to keep their doors open because of all of this craziness. So, to add to that, I want to talk about something really big. Right now, there's a massive threat out there called the Belt and Road Initiative. If you're not familiar, it is China's giant global building strategy. It is not just about building ports overseas. It is a carefully planned machine designed to control global supply chains and fund cheaper manufacturing hubs. They're playing the long game like China does. The plan is simple. Flood the market with cheap, government-backed fabrication to starve out North American shops. Once the local shops close their doors and the competition is gone, they own the market, and then they will jack up the prices. And the immediate downsides for us are huge. When a buyer starts relying on these foreign supply chains, they're buying into a very weak system. So what happens when a shipping lane gets blocked or a global crisis hits like we saw in COVID? This is what happens. Your material is stuck on the water for 2 months. I've seen it. And your customer's production line is dead. That means you are in a really bad position. Plus, there's the risk of your idea and drawings being stolen. You send your customer drawings or yours over for a cheap quote to them, China, and the next thing you know, they mass produce your parts and sell them directly to your competitors. It is incredibly dangerous and unethical and not good business practice. Then there's quality fade. The first batch looks good. The second batch, they use cheap filler metal. By the third batch, the sizes are totally off, the steel is soft, and the material paperwork is fake and unreadable. And all the while, your customer still has to run. So you end up having to grind out bad welds and fix it on the fly, cutting into your profit margin even more. So that cheap quote was actually the most expensive one you ever signed off of. But here's the thing. Customers still use the overseas pricing as a weapon to wear you down. They show you the cheap number, and local fab shops panic. We all do it. So you slash your profits. You try to compete. It is exhausting. And you're stressed out, so you're doing a half-assed job. You cannot win the race to the bottom, especially against a government-funded global machine like China. So what do? You have to let go of trying to compete on their terms. You must learn how to change your business and offer amazing value by creating a market-dominating position. So what exactly is a market-dominating position? It is simply an added value or benefit that makes you different from your competitors, that your business becomes the only logical choice. For most businesses, the only difference they can come up with is price. But research shows that only 14% of buyers care strictly about price. They buy based on value they get for the money they spend. That's just the reality. Sometimes it's not the reality when you're dealing with government programs. But here's an example. Take Domino's Pizza. Did they make the best pizza? No. Did they offer a nice sit-down restaurant? No. They dominated by using one strategy. They created a position offering fast, hot pizza, targeted specifically at hungry college kids. Or look at the car industry. A few years back, cars were not selling because the economy was bad. Hyundai created a perfect market dominating position. They told buyers that if they bought a Hyundai, the company would guarantee that if they lost their jobs because of the economy, they could return the car to the dealer and it would not hurt their credit score. According to the numbers from this strategy, they grabbed about 20% of the market. That is huge and a really seriously effective market dominating position. So they did not lower their price. They completely took away the fear and the risk. So to do this for your own shop, there's a simple 5-step process to get this dialed in. Step 1, figure out your strategic position in the market. Decide what specific group of customers you should focus on. To do this right, you need to understand the emotions of the customer. You must figure out their hot buttons. What are hot buttons? These are the problems, fears, and frustrations they have when buying what you sell. Think about it. When you go to the dentist, your hot button is the fear of pain. When you take your truck or car to the mechanic, your hot button is the fear that the final bill will be way higher than the quote. In fabrication, you have to ask yourself, what does the plant manager think about or keep him awake at night? Is it more than likely it's the fear of looking like a fool to his boss because the parts broke and the line went down, and that line in some cases can be making $100,000 a minute. So that's serious loss on their end. That fear is the hot button. You build your business to solve that exact fear forever. Step 2, pick your primary market dominating position. This is the biggest advantage that completely separates you from the other guys in your market locally and globally. Step 3, find out your supporting business model. This is where the rubber meets the road. You have to figure out how you will actually deliver what you promise. You cannot just say it. I'll say that again. You cannot just say it. You have to be able to deliver. For Domino's, that meant building cheap stores near college campuses and keeping extra drivers ready to go when the pizza got ordered. So if you promise, for example, if you promise a perfect fit every time, maybe your model involves buying a digital laser measuring tool so that the client sees the exact sizes every time, or potentially a 3D scanning of the area that you're going to build a part for. This will get you down to the millimeter, and it builds immediate trust. Step 4, decide on your secondary market dominating position. These are the extra little advantages your customer will see by working with you. It'll make you look different. It'll make you stand out. Step 5, create your elevator pitch. This simple statement clearly tells people what makes you different. Now, when figuring out exactly how to make your business stand out, you can focus on 3 main areas: your level of service, your selection, or how you set prices. Service is huge. We all know that. It's huge. One of the most important things to buyers is convenience, because most people today value time more than money. And also, customer service is dead. You can make things more convenient right from the ordering process. Have you ever tried to call a supplier and get stuck in an automated phone menu? It's absolutely frustrating. It makes people angry. It makes me angry. Make ordering easy with real live human beings answering the phone. You can also stand out by offering education and training. Take Home Depot, for example. They created a massive advantage by hiring former tradesmen to teach classes and give expert advice. What if your shop offered a free lunch and learn for your clients to show them how properly designed parts work and how they can help you provide the information you need to make it happen? Category 2 is selection. Can you group services together to make things easy? Save them the headache of dealing with 3 different vendors for welding, machining, and painting. You become the one-stop shop. Category 3 is price. And no, I do not mean being cheap. You can use fixed pricing, like a set monthly fee for maintenance, or you can actually raise your prices to instantly make your shop look like the premium choice. For a lot of buyers, a higher price automatically means better quality, and you better deliver on that. You have to build a business that easily and consistently delivers on its promises for your clients. When you get this right, every qualified buyer will feel like an absolute fool if they did not buy from you and went with anyone else. I know it's a lot to take in, and to help you out, I put together a completely free workbook. And it will walk you through these exact steps so you can figure out the hot buttons of your customers and map out your own position right now. If you click the link in this video description, it'll take you to there. There's also a 14-minute audio explanation that is longer than this about a market dominating position, giving you more examples and giving you more detail on exactly how to build it. So I hope you go and grab that for free. It'll help you tremendously. And if you like the show, share it. I pray for you all out there, and I hope that you can make it through every single day with the help you need, and keep it real, and God bless.
That's it for this episode of Metal Fabrication Nation. If this hit home, follow the show, share it with somebody in the trade, and keep the conversation going. And if you own, manage, or estimate for a fabrication shop and want better tools to, quote, work faster, cleaner, and with more confidence, go check out my metal fabrication spreadsheet systems at gregsheldon.github.io/metalfabexcel. These are built for real shops, real jobs, and real metal. I'm Greg Sheldon. Keep building, keep learning, and never forget, the trades are not a backup plan. They're the backbone